Hey guys, it's Friday, September 10th, and I'm John Blicky, and this is an unboxing video. Yes, I finally got some hardware here for you guys to check out. So I've got a R.A.T 5 mouse. No, it's not a R.A.T 7 or R.A.T 9. Didn't really see the need for something that incredibly awesome, so sorry I don't see myself joining you guys up there on Platinum StarCraft tournaments, but I do like my functionality, and this will be my first mouse with adjustable weights. And I also have the Logitech G110 keyboard. No, this version does not have the LED thing, but then again, I generally stare more at my screen. But it does have some macro keys and whatnot, so this will be my first macro keyboard. Now, we'll see how that works out. But anyway, so let's get to unboxing. I already kind of opened this up because basically I knew it would be a total pain if I tried to do it recording. So this is the basic box. It's pretty standard stuff. Crazy language stuff, branding. This is a 4000 DPI mouse. The 7 and 9 versions are they are 5600 DPI. I think I'll be able to survive with 4000 DPI though. I've been using a crappy 3-button Logitech now, so I don't know exactly how this was intended to be opened, but yeah, I'm basically just going to go this way. So here we go. There is CD here in the back. Okay, and one thing to note: the cover actually at the line here. There's like it's like magnetic, so it'll actually. I don't know if you guys can see that well in the camera. So, all right. So here's some software here, and let's see what's in here. Okay, just a bunch of booklets and obviously the software for the macros and whatnot. But you guys want to see the mouse and you guys want to see the keyboard, so let's get to it. Alright, so here's the box. So apparently here's some more adjustable weights. Here's the wire and the mouse itself. The plastic, more plastic. By the way, there's a video on my favorites where this guy made a portable device that will actually convert plastic back into oil, and it actually works. And they're like using it in the cars and whatnot. So, all right, if I can get this out of the box. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Yep. So we're gonna undo the twisty tie here, because you knew that was happening. I would definitely rate this as the least stealable mouse boxing ever witnessed by humankind. Because yeah, this box is it's not as bad as those purely like hard, thick plastic boxes. And this thing does not want to come out, but that's okay. We can put it that way. All right. So let's see here. Some nice Velcro. What the hell am I saying? Velcro. All right. And so the wiring itself, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's kind of an interesting. Let's see if you can. No, you can't really see it on the camera. But it's not just a regular sort of plastic or rubber. Alright, so here's the mouse in my hand, and I guess what we can do is in the back here we could take this out and use it as a screw or something. Well, there's these parts that come apart, so I think that's where you put the weights on. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. And these are definitely the weights. Now, the way I configure my mouse, alright, is my two thumb buttons here. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly. So here's the front of the mouse, here's the back of the mouse. So here's the forward thumb button, and I use this button as Alt-Tab, and the rear thumb button I use as Escape, which is very useful both for web design and gaming. The side scroll, I don't know about the functionality, but I had what was it? I had like this top end Logitech mouse that had a side scroller like this. It was wireless. I don't like wireless, but it was an awesome mouse. And looks like the scroll wheel does not scroll horizontally, just goes vertically, but that's okay. That might be what this is for, but I use the side scroller for the volume on the last mouse that had this. I can't remember the model offhand. So, alright, so button. I think that's for sensitivity of the mouse. The scroll wheel is also a button. Here's another button. That's the mode button. This button right here, that's for sniping basically. So instead of like when you have your hand on the mouse like this, and you got to do this. This is kind of annoying. And I know some people who probably don't play shooters might say, well, how is that annoying? You just press the button. Because no, you're concentrating on something else. So if you're holding this button, it slows the mouse. Now you don't have to worry about, you know, pulling out in and out of the sniper and going between the buttons. So it does work psychologically speaking for making sniping easier. Sorry, I wish I had better lighting, but I don't. But yeah, so it's very adjustable, and you can check out Neweg's got a video about all this stuff. But yeah, so anyway, let's get to the keyboard. And you guys can obviously go to Newegg and check out the screenshots, and there's plenty of videos. Maximum PC had a whole thing on it. Before I guess I open it up. So this is the G110. This does not have the super spazzy LED board, but I don't really need that. So back here. This is a red LED, and it has a standard keyboard layout, which I'll go over. And yeah, just we're boxing. So here, for those of you who can't really see on Newegg, it's red, blue, and a purple, pinkish. It's more purple, but kind of pinkish looking color. So, and I guess you can adjust those to combine into multiple colors. So, let's get this bad boy open. Wow. Alrighty. Adjust the camera so you guys can see it a little bit clearly. Enjoy. Here we go. Alrighty, so here's the keyboard. I have a useless piece of plastic on the USB connector, so there's some plastic you can throw in the you know, useless plastic. We have another twisty tie, because everything requires a twisty tie. But I guess it works for presentation, but at the same time, they're not really all that necessary. Alright, let's get the keyboard out of the plastic. I guess you just slide it out. Alrighty, and again we have more plastic. Peel it off, and there we go. So I guess we'll go over the important parts for me. Not a huge enter key, so the slash is here, and because I don't like huge enter keys. I don't like the long delete keys on keyboards. They're retarded. because you generally don't want to easily hit the delete key. There is no F-lock on this keyboard. F-lock basically is like when you do Alt F4 to close a program. F-lock, you always have to push the F-lock to return the function keys back to their normal functionality on keyboards that have F-lock. So when you press Alt F4, like the calculator program might open up and you're like, what the? You know, you're like, WTF. So yes, those are some major gripes I have with a lot of keyboards. I prefer LED keyboards because sometimes I do have to look at the key because I might get disoriented. So let's look at the back here. So there is a USB port here. You know, hold on, I think I got an LED flashlight. Yes, I do. I don't know if this will help. So we've got a USB port there. Oh yeah, that helps. And here we have, this is the microphone and headphone jack. And I guess you can, what I've read is that you can use, the keyboard has its own USB audio implementation. I don't know, I don't care. Yeah, so we've got function keys here. Let's see if yeah, the thing is with tab, I'll mostly, this might be an issue here, having the macros there. It's nice like if you're gaming, but if you tab a lot, like I do a lot of accessibility with web design, that might be an issue. I'm guessing this button is related to the audio as far as the USB effects or whatnot, or coming straight through direct from the source or whatever. So I presume that these are macro related, macro 1, macro 2, macro 3. I don't know what MR stands for. And on the other side of the keyboard, these are generally, I prefer to have multimedia controls. You have play, pause as the same button, stop, previous, and next track. I presume that this is a volume scroll. I am also presuming that this will, the keyboard software will let you change this into a mouse scroller, I would presume. And here's the mute button here. And also notice here in the layout that there are no retarded sleep buttons. That, you know, this makes this like 3 by 3 instead of, you know, 3 by 2 down. So, but yeah, and I guess we could finish unboxing this. So we have a bunch of stuff and the CD. And let's see if there's anything underneath here. Looks like there is. And it's that's the rest, and that's an empty box. And there we go. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll try to shoot a video with everything hooked up. And this light takes several clicks to turn off. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.